training by a state is a use of force in violation of Article 2.4. So what did this tell us? It told us that it wasn't necessarily the case that a use of force was kinetic in nature. Okay. That was our first data point. The second data point was we looked through the negotiating history of the Charter, and we discovered that there was a big discussion, a major discussion about economic warfare with regard to the use of force. Is economic warfare a use of force as understood in the context of the Charter? And it was decided that it was not. Okay, so economic warfare was ruled out. The Latin American states had raised the issue because they were concerned about their neighbor to the north and not the Canadians. Okay, and at the Charter, they had decided, no, we're not talking about economic warfare. So what we knew was it's kind of more than economic warfare, but it doesn't have to be kinetic. And we struggled, and we struggled, and we struggled, and we eventually gave up. We could not come up with a firm line that sitting in a policy or legal position, you could say, yep, it's over the threshold. What we said was that the best we can hope to do, given this gray area, given this lack of clarity, the best we can hope to do is to tell policymakers to look for these sorts of things in determining whether or not an operation they conduct will be deemed a use of force by the international community. Or if they want to characterize another state's action, cyber action, as a use of force, these are the sorts of factors the international community will look at. I've got the list up here. The most important is severity. We decided that if any time that you have a cyber operation that causes injury to individuals or physical damage or destruction, that is a use of force. So if you get that in the severity category, that's good enough. But if you don't get that, then you need to go on and look at all of the other issues. Immediacy is how quickly the effects of the cyber operation manifest. Do they manifest right away, or does it take 3 months for the effects to kick in? How direct is it? Is it, for the lawyers in the audience, is there a direct causal connection between the act that's engaged in and the consequence that you're focused on? How invasive is the cyber operation? Are you going after, for example, a .mil target, or are you going after a .com target? What did you have to do to get into the system to conduct the operation? Can you measure the effects? Is it just sort of, I feel bad, I'm really upset that I can't have access to my computer? Or are there consequences that you can quantify? Is there a military character? Is the operation mounted by a military unit, or is the operation mounted by a group of hacktivists?